GVTV viewers, Jen here. We're at RealmsCon this weekend in Corpus Christi, Texas. So let's go check out what kind of geeky shenanigans we can find here today.
RealmsCon 2013. What a fun convention. The show was quite possibly the most eclectic group we have ever seen. Very well attended. The registration line was always full. Touted as an anime and gaming con, it was that and so much more. Sure, we saw our share of anime cosplayers and costumers, but there were lots of other genres represented as well. Some of the costumes were just awesome.
It's all about the Navi now. Got it.
It was a little difficult to focus with everything going on.
West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spend most of my days. Until now, I'm back to relaxing all cool. Bring it. No good. Started making trouble in the neighborhood. One little fight, my mom got scared and said, "Get on there."
We ran across a steampunk magician who cracked us up.
Are you single and looking for a husband? No. If you are, I'm a husband. That's true. No, really, I'd like you for my wife. She would love you. It would be great. You're young. We have no kids of our own. We're going to adopt you. Hold your hand out for me. The clean one. All right. Do you know the difference between red and black? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is it? Want to hear her answer this one? All you have to do is tell me what color you see. What color?
Red.
Riot, a three-syllable word. What color is this one?
Red.
Red. And what color is the black one? Relax, put your hand down.
Black.
Where's the black one? Is it on the top, the bottom, or the middle? Where's it at?
Bottom. No.
Watch the cards. Don't take the camera off the cards. There's a red one on the bottom, there's a red one on the top, and there's a red one in the middle. So where's the black one? I keep it on the bottom. But if there's a black one on the bottom, a black one on the top, and a black one in the middle, how many cards are there? There's 3. And if this one's red and that one's black, what color is the last one, Mr. Cameraman? It's got 5 colors. You got to get them all. You guys want to play some poker while I'm here? Put that on slow-mo and see if you can catch me.
And games. All kinds of games. Tabletop, card games, RPGs. If you can imagine it, we probably saw someone playing it.
We're here to bring you all the exciting features of this con. So let me turn it over to our correspondents. Wow, seriously, I thought we were here to work and they're playing video games. Must be nice.
What, we're allowed to play too? There were lots of people enjoying both console and arcade-style games. Besides all of the great people watching in the vendors area, there were plenty of artists too. We were fortunate enough to speak to some of the celebrity guests.
And we're here with the amazing and awesome and legendary Jonathan Joss, best known for
voice of John Redcorn from King of the Hill,
which we all love and watched incessantly on Netflix. This has brought a whole new aspect of your popularity now that everyone's just rewatching them on Netflix.
It's amazing. I mean, that's one of the first things I kind of ask people. You know, did you discover it when it was initially on Fox, or did you get it through Netflix, or did you get it through some other type of channel? And it's like a resurgence, and a whole new genre of kids are watching this show.
That's awesome. I'm actually talking to John Redcorn. How awesome is this?
Mr. Josh was very entertaining. He also gave us some insight as to how Hollywood views Texans.
Everyone already has their predetermined notions of a Texan. You know, you got a horse. You know, you got an oil field. Do you eat steak? Then you apply being a native Texan native, and it's, you know, I don't have steak. I ate buffalo. You know, do I have a ranch? No, I have a teepee. You know, those kind of things. I mean, and so having all these wonderful stereotypes is great, because that's what Hollywood's about, is exploiting those stereotypes.
Is this the guy?
Yes, this is him.
Hakote Haume. Ah, yes.
Special Wamapoke ceremony.
We also caught up with Tony Todd, and we were surprised to learn that he's not only a hell of a nice guy, he's also a fan of some of the things we love.
You spanned a career and stuff playing all these great characters. I mean, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel blessed. I grew up an only kid in Connecticut, and you know, I knew I wanted to be an actor in high school. And the woman that raised me said, well, if that's what you want to do, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. And so people ask me, how do you do it? And it's about fearlessness. You know, you got to put it in your brain, keep it in your heart, and don't, if they say no, which they do say no quite often, but they say, for every 5 times they say no, they say one yes. And that one yes takes you to the next level. So theater is my first love. My very first movie was Platoon, which changed my whole life. Oliver Stone saw me do a one-man show, and boom, and then ever since then, I do about 3 or 4 films a year, a couple of television gigs, and some other stuff, voiceovers, a lot of voiceovers.
Now, you played some memorable characters. Is there any one particular character that sticks out in your mind?
Yeah, a lot of them. They're all like children, man. I mean, when I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I'm a gamer, and like, when they told me it was between me and another person, I said, fine, whatever, and they didn't say what game it was. Then they told me, and I said, yeah!
Three of my favorite roles, Candyman, your role on The Crow, and of course, Kern on The Next Generation.
That's a nice cross-section.
How was it being with such a talented cast on The Next Generation, even though you were off and on the series?
Well, it didn't matter whether I was off on or not. When I came in, they had to be on their A game because I was bringing it. Star Trek, you know, I was a fan of the original when I was a kid, and so I auditioned for them 5 times before I got Kern. So I knew they liked me, and I definitely dug them. And the day I got that gig, I was leaving the set, and they said, you got to report the wardrobe. It was as magical as all that, just as magical. They said, you are going to be a Klingon. And I said, well, I'm going to be the best rocking Klingon you've ever seen.
If it were a Klingon ship, I would have killed you for offering your suggestion.
I don't know why my brother had to hang around that spaceship. He should have came with me, man. We could have been roaming around the skies right now on the bird of prey.
Blowing shit up.
Blowing shit up, messing things up, straightening things out, eating the good food instead of that replicated bird meat they serve on the fucking Enterprise. Shit. Boy act like he never had no deep fried quail legs in his life.
And blood wine.
And blood wine.
You need to slow down, dickhead.
You were so young in The Crow, it almost seems like. How influential was that movie to you in your life and your career?
Oh gosh, it's been the most defining moment of my life, probably. Aside from having my son, of course, which is the most defining moment of your life, but out of everything I've done in my life, the most defining has been The Crow.
We caught up with Rochelle Davis, who was only 12 years old when she began filming The Crow, and got her feelings on the passing of Brandon Lee.
Very fondly remember the graveyard scene with Brandon. Very fondly. I don't know that there's such thing as psychic ability, you know, as a conclusive thing, but I believe that it's possible. When we did that scene together, every time I walked away from set to let them finish up his shot, I would start bawling, like crying. And it wasn't a performance cry, it was like I'm gonna miss him cry. And I don't know where that came from, but that is the most defining moment of the entire film, was that it was like I almost said goodbye to him that day when we filmed, and then he passed away.
Richard Horvitz, the voice actor of Invader Zim.
I love being a voice actor. Voice acting is fun. I love Corpus Christi. Everyone is great.
And his sidekick, Gurr.
Gurr? What does the G stand for?
I don't know.
Better known as Ricky Simons, literally had us in stitches.
So when they let you talk, what do you like to say?
We'll have their entire interviews up later. Overall, so much fun. It's safe to say that a great time was had by the GVTV team. If you're into gaming, anime, or any other nerdy shenanigans, consider RealmsCon in beautiful Corpus Christi.